Here we are, just getting ready to do a boat ride on a glass bottom boat. Nice hour-long tour. Hopefully we see some cool animals out here, fish and different things. Holly and Lauren already got aboard. Look at Lauren's face. Yeah. So Lauren thought we was gonna go on like this big blue boat beside us. She thought it was gonna be a little bit bigger, maybe like the ones on TV that you go yachting and things like that. But these have two different ports. They're glass bottom kind of thing. Show you here. There we go. We can see nothing.
Oh, there it is. That's so funny.
He knew it was coming.
Yeah. How does he stay out of that one?
There's an air pocket. See the bottom of the boat? There's like this. So he's going over the air pocket to get air and then comes back.
That one on the right, see where that tugboat just came out? It's called the Honolulu Marine Incorporated. And they actually used to make tugboats there. Now they just fix them. That boat right ahead of us is probably the most powerful boat in Honolulu Harbor and this harbor. That is the tugboat that actually pushes in the big freighters and tows them in. It's basically a floating engine. If that guy were to all of a sudden speed up, the weight from that would send this boat way back there. So it's very, very strong. You can see, guys, when we pass, you can see the railings on the bottom or the ground where they used to wheel the boats in. Now this building on our right, that's where a lot of our tourists get married. The top left and right are chapels, and in the middle is where they hold the wedding reception. And yeah, unfortunately the wedding industry, I think they're still in lockdown. I don't think they're operating yet. But when that is busy, it's a wedding machine. It's like all day, every day, 2 at a time. And I've been in left turn, guys, we're in 20 feet of water. Get up, walk around, take a look through the windows. If you're wearing a hat, be careful. This is the hat graveyard here. We catch more hats than we do fish, okay? So be careful. And guys, if you see anything, let us know, okay? Real nice place to go swimming, and you don't want to deal with the waves and kind of the surge and stuff. On the other side of that wall, there's like a large pool, and it's about 12, 15 feet deep, about 4 meters or so, and it is such a good place to go. You can see when we go through this bayou, you see through the slack, there's hardly anybody there. So you go there during the week, it's got up here, and there's like, you almost like have a private beach there. So great for picnics, just laying around the beach, hopping in the water. Kiko and I actually teach diving classes there. If you go there, you'll probably see somebody diving there. So definitely put that on the list. So it's part of the whole Ala Moana Park here, guys. Now, this actually wasn't even supposed to be a park. These were all supposed to be condominiums. And what happened was, the company that was going to build them all went out of business. Now guys, when we were leaving Kewalo Basin, I was talking about how all the boats in there are pretty much tourism-based boats. Now this next is the only harbor in Oahu where you are legally allowed to live on your boat 24/7. And they go by how big your boat is for how much you pay. So a boat this size, you're talking about $1,000 a month, and that includes electricity. Guys, if you are living in the middle of Waikiki and you're only paying $1,000 a month and getting electricity, you are going to live really well. The only drawback to that is there's a 7 to 10 year waiting list. Oh my God. But they often have slips for rent, and what they will do is rent them out for 4 months in a calendar year. And that is not bad. So I have friends that will stay there a couple months in the winter, and then they go out someplace else for a couple months. So anybody talking about surfing the boat, that's what they're talking about. And it's a great place to learn how to surf, and they actually hold the amateur championships there in the summer. Now if you look straight ahead, you see these catamarans that are ahead of us. Those are snorkeling tour boats, and they're in about 20 feet of water, and that's called Turtle Canyon, so Waikiki Canyon is where they're at. And if you do a snorkel boat tour here, it doesn't matter how good of a swimmer you are, you have to wear a life jacket, and there's always somebody from the boat with you. So they just don't throw you. So I am in 20 feet.
Stopping, we're just going slow.
The blackfish are called black drugget. It's a trigger fish. See them all up in the front? Right side, guys. Take a look. We are being attacked. Guys, they want to eat. They just don't want to say hello. Get some fish food, throw it in. Best if you throw it in and toward the front of the boat. That way the fish will stay up toward the front. If you catch one of them and rub your hand over it, you'll probably cut it open. They're very, very sharp. The Hawaiians, the ancient Hawaiians would dry that out and use it as sandpaper. And it's a really oily fish that would also burn it for like their torches and lamps. You're gonna see another fish coming up to us, guys. It is called a gray chub, C-H-U-B-B. And it's like a halibut. Very good. Look at all those fish. See all the snorkelers? And then right in front of the snorkelers, you see those bubbles? So we got some divers down there too. Well, it sounds like you guys are starting a frenzy over there. Told me that it's an expensive fish dinner. Got a turtle, guys. Look at right across. See? Right next to that snorkel on the surface. See? See? Wow, a lot of great chub here behind us. Oh, the head popped up. Generally speaking, if it's a round shell and a little tail, that's a female. But they take about 20 years to fully mature, so you can't always tell.
Hãy subscribe cho kênh Ghiền Mì Gõ để không bỏ lỡ
Alright guys, I'm gonna slowly pull up towards Diamond Head so you can give those cups back to Kipo, or you can just put them in the fish bucket. Please don't throw them away because we're actually going to use them next hour. Okay, so pull up to Diamond Head here. If you guys are staying in Waikiki, a couple hotels you guys should just stop in just to check out. One is that pink hotel on the left. That is called the Royal Hawaiian Hotel. That is our second one that opened up in 1926. And if you like the color pink, you're going to love the hotel. It's pretty much all pink in there. Beautiful, beautiful architecture. Definitely check that one out. And if you go a couple over farther to the right, it's a smaller hotel. Looks like a small white, like big fat white pillars. It's got a big banyan tree in the middle of it. That is the Moana Surf Rider Hotel. That is our first hotel that opened up in 1901. And when it opened up in 1901, every room had running water and electricity, and every floor had an ice making machine. Which in 1901, guys, that was pretty fancy. If you stayed there in 1901, you paid $1.40 a day.
Yeah.
So the rooms have not changed, but the price has. Okay, so I'm going to just, like I said, pick it up just a tad, get a little closer into Diamond Head for you. Alright guys, slowly heading into the harbor here. So a big mahalo from Cape Lanai for coming out today. And also a hui ho until we meet again. Guess you're gonna have to put the dolphins and the whales on rain check. So now you're part of our Ohana, our family. Hope to see you back in 2021. And as I'm coming in the harbor, thanks everybody for having a seat. And once we get in, keep an eye, just have a few things to do with on.